In 2018, a BBC film crew did something they're never supposed to do. They interfered with nature, and the whole world applauded them for it. The crew was filming David Attenborough's series Dynasties in Antarctica. Temperatures were minus 50 degrees Celsius. That's minus 76 Fahrenheit. During a massive storm, a group of emperor penguins with their chicks got trapped in a deep ravine. They couldn't climb out. Some had already died. The crew watched in horror. One cameraman was close to tears. He said, "I know it's natural, but it's bloody hard to watch." They were about to leave when they saw one penguin climb out using just its feet and beak. The bird made it, but 50 other penguins were still trapped below. 2 days later, the crew returned. More penguins had died. That's when they made the decision. We're going to dig a ramp. We're breaking the rule. Nature documentaries have one cardinal rule. Never interfere. Let nature take its course. Film what happens. Don't change the outcome. But this situation was different. No predator was hunting these penguins. They were just stuck. The storm had created a death trap. So the crew grabbed shovels and dug shallow steps into the ice. It took them very little time. Then they stepped back and waited. They didn't touch the penguins. They didn't force them out. They just created an escape route. And the penguins used it. One by one, the birds waddled up the makeshift ramp. They escaped the ravine and rejoined their colony. The crew was elated. Their intervention worked. The penguins were safe. Even David Attenborough, who is famously strict about non-interference, supported the decision. He said it's very rare for the film crew to intervene. But they realized they might be able to save at least some of these birds simply by digging a few steps in the ice. Director Will Lawson explained, "It wasn't a straightforward decision by any stretch of the imagination. You just have to look at the facts in front of you." There's no rule book for situations like this. They chose to intervene passively. They gave the penguins a choice. And the penguins chose life. Veteran wildlife cameraman Doug Allen praised the crew. He said interfering on a predation event is definitely wrong, but in this situation, they didn't spook the penguins. They just created an escape route. I would have done the same thing. People online loved it. One person said we cause far more death in the world than these guys saving a few penguins. We should help at every chance we're given. Another said this interference rule should only apply if it's stopping another animal from eating. The BBC described it as an unprecedented move, and it was. Because sometimes the right thing to do is break the rules. Subscribe if you agree.